Thank you for tuning in, and welcome back to another video. My name's Eddie, and today we're talking about Busch Gardens Williamsburg Howl O Scream updates. Now, these updates were released on the 20th of June and will continue to come on the 20th day of the next coming 2 months. So make sure if you want more info and you enjoy this video to go back and watch my previous video. Now let's get into the meat and potatoes of this video, which is the recent announcements. On June 20th, Busch Gardens Williamsburg hit us with the most recent announcements for their new content being released this year. They hit us up with 2 new announcements, the first of which is a Scare Zone update. Coming this year, titled Fool's Court, a new king has taken the throne at the Royal Palace, and he's no joker. Located in France, you'll want to steer clear of the jesters who will terrorize you under the lights of this twisted celebration. So, in the past, Busch Gardens Williamsburg has shined in the clown area, so it was smart of them to take a twist off the clown and add a scare zone just for jesters. So with this being in France, on the opposite end of the park will be the Cirque du Sinistro area, so we'll have 2 clown-like areas at complete opposite parts of the park, and given that they've always shined with the clowns, I think that this is a good idea. I like it. Now the next announcement is a new haunted house coming to the event this year, which is Demented Dimensions. Located next to last year's newbie, Frostbite, Demented Dimensions is located in Newcastle in Oktoberfest area. A dimensional vortex has opened portals to a new world with creatures and monsters that put humans at the bottom of the food chain. Although this is being announced and helmed as a new house, it is only new to Busch Gardens Williamsburg. So as I mentioned, this house has already seen the light of day elsewhere, which is Busch Gardens Tampa. And from its success there, now we're getting it at Busch Gardens Williamsburg. I myself am really not a big fan of them calling it new when it really isn't. They could have easily taken that story of the portals and the vortex and basically expanded on that and made it clear that this was an extension of the Tampa version's Demented Dimensions and said, you know, those portals have spread around the world and are now opening up in Williamsburg. That being said, the idea does sound really interesting, so I'm gonna try to ignore that sleight of hand and give it an open approach as far as like what I think of it when I experience it. Now the haunt season is getting closer as we speak, and I gotta say, Busch Gardens Williamsburg seems to be shaping out to be a great event this year. Now that's all for this series. Up to the next announcement, which is the 20th of July. Comment down below your thoughts on these recent announcements and smash that like button to keep this content coming. Follow me on my Twitter in the description below to stay posted for any event or channel updates. Subscribe to the channel to show your support. Click that bell icon to stay tuned for any additional videos that I put out. And as always, peeps, ask yourself, have you been edutained?